Neil Carlson here at LM Wind Power in Grand Forks on a Sunday with some breaking news. As you've heard by now, the plant has at least 110 positive cases of coronavirus connected to it.
And now, Grand Forks attorney David Thompson tells iNewZ he's been talking to multiple plant employees who claim plant officials, city officials, and even a federal OSHA official knew about the problem at this plant quite a while before it was shut down for cleaning last Tuesday.
Basically, because of my extreme concern as a Grand Forks citizen about the burgeoning COVID-19 coronavirus outbreak at the LM Wind Power plant in this city, over the last couple of days, I put on my old hat as an investigative reporter from my first career as a newspaper journalist on the East Coast before I attended law school out here and became a lawyer here. So over the last 2 days, I personally interviewed multiple current employees of LM Wind Power in the course of an investigation which has uncovered the following alarming facts. And I enumerate them one by one. First, one, on March 23rd, 2020, an LM Wind Power employee contacted the Grand Forks City Health Department to complain that LM Wind Power was, quote, not taking the coronavirus threat seriously, unquote, allowing plant workers with fevers to return to work prematurely while they were still actively coughing at their workstations at the facility. And at that time, the complaining LM Wind Power employee was told by an official at the City Health Department that the department had received already a number of similar complaints from workers at the plant, and that they were, quote, those complaints, is what they're referring to, were on the desk, and that's a quote, on the desk of Grand Forks Mayor Michael Brown. Number two, 4 days later, on March 27th, 2020, an employee of LM Wind Power made a similar complaint in a telephone call to the Bismarck office of the Federal Occupational Safety and Health Administration, known as OSHA, about LM Wind Power permitting employees with fevers to be permitted to return to work less than 24 hours after being sent home for being sick, and that a supervisor at the plant had stated that, and I'm quoting, if people want to come to work, we can't make them stay home, unquote. And that OSHA official, in response to this complaint, contacted a LM Wind Power safety officer the same day and advised the LM safety officer that OSHA would be conducting an investigation into LM as a result of that complaint. And that the OSHA official then directed the LM safety officer to post signs at the plant advising employees of the fact that OSHA would be conducting this investigation. No signs were ever posted by management at LM Wind Power at the plant. Number three, in late March of this year, LM Wind Power employees at the Grand Forks plant complained to the Grand Forks City Health Department and to LM supervisory personnel about crowding and lack of observance of distancing by employees around areas where personal protective equipment was distributed at the plant and in the break room at the plant, otherwise known as, I guess, the lunchroom. Number four, LM Wind Power employees took vacation trips to warm weather destinations where COVID-19 was especially prevalent, and upon their return, they did not quarantine themselves for the 14-day period upon their return to Grand Forks, and immediately went back to work at LM Wind Power, with some workers in this category now having tested positive this week for COVID-19 coronavirus.
Okay, so you got employees claiming that plant officials, city officials, and even federal officials knew about this problem 2.5
Well, the federal officials, right. The federal official was from the OSHA Bismarck office, and on March 27th, 2020, contacted safety officers, or a safety officer at LM Wind Power on that day.
Okay.
So yes, and that the allegation is also that on March 23rd, 2020, this person had contacted the Grand Forks Health Department to complain that LM Wind Power was, quote, not taking the coronavirus threat seriously, unquote, and that by allowing plant workers with fevers to return to work prematurely when they were actively coughing at the work site, and that these complaints were on the desk of Grand Forks Mayor Michael Brown.
All right. Well, we'll be reaching out to all these folks for comment and see where it goes from here. But thanks for talking to me.
Appreciate it. You take care.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
As I said, we're reaching out to everyone involved for comment. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.